Hello, my name is Lonneke Engel and I want to thank you for taking a moment of your time to discuss horse welfare and especially the court case of my horse, U2. I have always loved horses, especially dressage, and looked up to the top riders competing in international competitions. When I couldn't ride myself anymore, I wanted to stay a part of the dressage world and became a horse owner. I bought my horse U2 as a 3-year-old dressage prospect and paid top riders to train him and care for him. Years ago, U2 went to the Olympic top dressage stable ACADEMY Bartels in the Netherlands as a healthy, successful 9-year-old small tour horse to be trained to Grand Prix. But when I picked him up 3.5 years later, he was a shadow of himself. We discovered his mouth and jaw were severely damaged, he had spur marks and wounds and was in overall bad health. We had U2 examined at the University of Ghent. The physical exam, x-rays and CT scan all showed injuries and scarring in the mouth and jaw. Many veterinary specialists, including Professor Vlaming from the University of Ghent and the court-appointed expert Professor Brahma from the University of Dublin, concluded U2 had irreversible damage to the mouth and jaw, exactly where the bit is located. This injury was classified by Professor Brahma as grade 4, moderate, and grade 5, severe on the Cook 2011 scale for documenting interdental periostitis. When I found out, I had my lawyer file a police report on this animal abuse and I started a court case against ACADEMY Bartels, Imke Schellekes Bartels, Tineke Bartels and Misha Koot. What happened next was hell. They lied about me in the news, dismissed the claims, said I was crazy, smearing my good name. Their fans would insult me, dox me, and tell me I'm not welcome anymore in the dressage world. Not that I care, but it says a lot about the people we are dealing with. Despite this abuse, I kept going and eventually I was vindicated. I have been in court for 9 years, and at the beginning of 2023, the court decided ACADEMY Bartels was responsible. They were found guilty of not keeping medical records, not giving U2 medical care when it was warranted, and not informing me as an owner of the injuries the court said were sustained during his time at ACADEMY Bartels. Therefore, I was awarded damages and the court reasoned I would have picked up U2 about 1.5 years earlier than I did, if I had all the information. We do not know how it happened, with what training tools, draw reins, curb, bit. We also don't know who exactly did it. Was it one rider or was it a team effort? But we now know it did happen at ACADEMY Bartels. You can find the verdict online on the Dutch court website rechtspraak.nl. In the end, this case cost me 5 times more money than what I received as damages, but it was never about the money for me. It was to hold those people accountable who charge large sums of money for care and training, people who want to profit off of horses but never want to take responsibility. I am therefore very happy with the result because I feel like I got some justice for U2, and we got a lot of good information in the process. It does not end here for me. I would like to bring more awareness to the abuse of horses in equestrian sports. So a few days after the verdict in January of 2023, I went to the Dutch Parliament where they had an animal welfare debate. Member of Parliament Dion Graus gave the story of U2 to the then responsible Minister Adema of Agriculture, and these past months there has been an investigation into the use of training tools in equestrian sports. The results of this research have not been made public yet as of this moment, but there is a focus on this topic and that will continue until this abuse stops. People say if horses could cry like dogs when they are in pain, this practice would be stopped right away and many stables would be empty. Unfortunately, horses have a gentle way of communicating and many people cannot read the signs of discomfort or pain. When I noticed it, these top riders said everything was fine. And who am I to go against these top riders? They know what they're doing, right? Apparently not. They are either blind or just choose to ignore it. And if they do notice discomfort of the horse, many arrogantly disguise it with any means necessary, like draw reins, whips, spurs, tight nose bands, even shoe polish. And if that doesn't work, they say the horse is a difficult horse. They will never take responsibility because they think they are the best of the best. Obviously, after my terrible experience, I lost interest in having my horses compete in high-level dressage. I used to look up to these people, but the fairy tale bubble burst for me. Equestrians don't understand that if they don't actively fight this abuse within their own sports, the sport they say they love so much will be hijacked by extreme animal activists who even want to go further and ban the equestrian sports as a whole. It is really up to the equestrians to do what is right for the horse, because in the end it will be the only way to save their sport. My horse U2 is 22 years old now. He has been at a lovely place in the Netherlands with my other horse Cooper, who I retired from dressage at an early age. They are both recovering from the trauma they endured. Now they are at a place where they can go outside 24/7 whenever they please, with people who care about their happiness, not about winning ribbons. I wish this for all horses. You can follow me on social media at Lonneke Engel for more information on this case and other topics I am passionate about. Thank you for fighting alongside me for the well-being of our horses.